And welcome back to part 2 of our chat with Jansen from Infamous. If you haven't yet, get your tickets for the last 2 shows, but I will let Jansen tell you all about it. Anyway, back to you, Lucy.
So we have 2 questions left.
Okay.
1. What is your pre or post show ritual?
So my
If you
pre-show,
have one.
I have a pre-show ritual.
Yeah.
So I work the bar for the first half an hour of the show.
Mhm.
Then I go home and I start getting into my costume and make sure I go to the toilet or quickly grab something to snack on or something like that. I'll put my headphones in and I'll just listen to some punk rock music. So like
Nice.
Blink-182 or
Nice.
things like that. And that'll
Get
be
in
my
the
vibe.
zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll
Nice.
chuck those on. I'll get into my costume and everything like that. Depending on if I'm running late or not, I'll sit there and I might play some guitar as well because
Nice.
just to loosen up a little bit and that. So I'll go into the back door, put my headphones on, put my shoes on, and then I'll go over and I'll start stretching and warming up. I did say before that I don't stretch, but I do a little bit.
That's important.
As much as
Yeah,
you
exactly.
should.
The one finger on this side, one finger on that side, we're good to go. But I'll usually down a V or a Red Bull as well.
Yeah.
And that's more just for my own thing.
Yeah.
But I'll chuck my headphones on, music, and then I'll start, doing some exercises, shoulder exercises and weights and stuff like that to get a bit of a pump up. And I play my music right up until our cue music starts. And then I'll, headphones off, costume on, and
Let's do
walk
So you're
out
not
the
like
door.
in the wings kind of getting anxious about it?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So I walk around from backstage to the front door, and
Okay.
I enter through the top of the stairs for the start of our show
Oh.
with the musician. And me and the other guy who used to be there, the original clown before the guy that we've got now, me and him would stand there, and right as we're about to walk through, we'd fist bump each other, flip the curtains open, and then walk through. And that was
Nice.
our sort of thing.
Love.
And then post show ritual, not really, because we usually have we'll go down and we'll talk to people in the foyer and might have a drink or two with them and just sit there and have a chat. And then
Nice.
we'll go in and have a practice with the trapeze or something like that. So post show rituals, not really.
Yeah.
But actually a good one was in Germany as well. I believe it's a theatre thing of the 5-minute call. You'd call out 5 minutes and you'd shout out, "Thank you, 5," I think, because that's what they all done over there. They done it in their theatres or their shows and stuff. So we'd always get the 5-minute call that someone would just shout out 5 minutes and we'd all shout out, "Thank you, 5." And then we'd put on the Milan soundtrack. Let's get down
Yes.
to business.
That's so fun.
And that was our pre-show
That's so fucking
thing, and it was so good. Like,
off.
because we'd all get
Love
into
it.
it. All of us that could speak English anyway,
Yeah.
because we had so many different nationalities there. We had German, we had Russian, we had Polish, we had Romanians as well. Then we had Canadians, we had French Canadians,
What a
we had
fun
Americans.
mix.
You had the
Um,
South Americans.
We had the South Americans. So it was a real bonding moment, because everyone knew the song.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was like, vibing and getting into it.
Ugh.
And so that was our pre-show one there. So then every day we would have a lead up to that. So then we started getting more and more songs. So someone would suggest, "Oh, can we play this song tomorrow?" And it's like, "Yeah, we'll play that song, and then we'll play the Milan one,"
Nice.
because that was our one.
And then
so
you have a whole playlist.
we did.
I
So
love
it ended up being like a bit Lion King. It was mostly all Disney ones, but
As it should be.
That's because
I mean,
Disney slaps.
exactly
It slaps
Disney
hard.
slaps hard. My God.
It has no business slapping that up.
No, have you heard the Disney Goes Punk?
Yeah.
With Simple Plan and
Fuck
all
yeah,
that. Oh my
love
God, it is
that.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Pump 'em up. Right.
Both sounds of my youth.
See, I saw Simple Plan twice. They were amazing.
Oh,
Jealous.
jealous. Remember when Simple Plan was alive?
Right.
I miss those days. Last question. Lucky last.
Actually, I got another one.
Oh.
Ask as many as you
So-
want. I've got nowhere to be right now. I'll stay here for another 2 hours if we have to.
No, I got to edit this. I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah, but we can
okay.
do 2 episodes.
Have you guys ever done anything like on screen? Have you been approached by like Home and Away, for lack of a better fucking...
Actually, yeah. So our family specifically have done quite a few things over the years. So we were in a TV show of Mission Impossible.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so an episode. That was when I think I was only like maybe 6 or 7 months old when they filmed that one.
Oh, okay.
But it's with our circus, and so they use the circus as a hiding thing for World War II. So, it was a plan to try and destroy the Nazis and all this sort of stuff in there.
God.
So it was really, really cool. Like the way that they done it all up, it was great. But yeah, my dad, my cousin, my mum, they were all like all my aunties and everything were all in there. That was cool. They done another movie called Robbery Under Arms, and that's an old movie as well. I think that was before I was born though. And yeah, they
Before
walked
the
us-
sparkly diapers.
Yeah, before the sparkly diapers, exactly. And then our elephants were featured in was it Street Fighter, I think it was.
Oh, really?
cool.
What was this is like years ago as
Yeah,
well. There was the Jean-Claude Van Damme one. What
Yeah,
was
the one
Yeah,
with Kylie
Street Fighter.
Minogue.
with
and-
Kylie Minogue. Yeah,
That's cool.
and Bison.
Yeah, and Bison,
I've
exactly.
seen that one.
Yeah, so because that was filmed on the Gold Coast, just
Yeah.
behind Movie World. So our elephants are actually the ones that are in the jungle in Thailand.
Cool. That movie has one of the best. I mean, it's a shit
It's
movie,
terrible.
but it has one
Yeah.
of the best lines. When I destroyed your village, it was the worst day of your life. For me, it was a Tuesday.
But that was also such a relatable line for people with trauma.
Yeah,
Nery
Like, it's
loves
so real.
film.
but also Bison was the actor playing
Raul Julia.
Yeah, he was going through like terminal stomach cancer.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
dying.
Oh my god!
I didn't
And,
see the
uh,
release of the film.
He didn't get to see it at all. And then also there's the most recent thing we've done is there's a local band from here called So, and they're a punk group. And we were in one of their video clips for a song called Candymouth. I'm actually wearing their shirt now.
Oh, nice.
That's their
Shout
shirt.
out.
So. And yes, I'm doing the wheel and knife throwing. I'm actually throwing the knives at the lead singer.
We'll have to have a look.
Nice.
And I
Love
think
that.
they're from like this area around here as
Okay.
well. So they came
We'll
up
have
to
to look
Sydney
that
to film that with us.
Nice.
And they were lovely. They were absolutely amazing. They're doing a tour soon as well, actually.
Yes.
So and then one of the most recent movies that we've done was my cousin was actually in Moulin Rouge.
Really?
Yeah. So if you've
I've
watched,
seen that a million times.
so if you watch the scene, do you see the clowns, the white faced clowns that are sort of like in and out of it? That's them. So they're doing all of that. My youngest cousin Jordan, he's the one who's doing like flips on the spot. Then my older cousins are doing like a mini tramp and stuff like that. And my cousin Joseph, who's the owner of the show, he was actually Nicole Kidman's coach for the trapeze. So when
Oh my
she's sitting
gosh.
on there for Diamonds Are a
Yeah.
Girl's Best Friend, he was coaching her, and he's the one who's spinning her around on that.
Cool.
So
That's so
yeah,
wild.
so they were sat in Fox Studios for I think it was like a month or two, and they were filming that, but they were also doing a show on the side and stuff too.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool for them. I was a stunt double for a stunt double in South Africa for a Bollywood movie.
I love that.
So the lead is an Indian lead.
Mm.
The stunt double was like 6 foot tall, scruffy beard on him, and I'm pale white as hell. So I was the stunt double for this one scene where the clown who's supposed to be the lead stumbles upon to the circus because he's running away. He's trying to. I can't remember the plot line of it,
Yep.
but he's being chased. Stumbles into the lion's cage, and there's like 5 lions laying down, and he freaks out a bit, and then picks up a whip, and then like cracks the whip, and they all run onto their places, and then he just sort of like drops and then fucks off.
I mean, as you would.
Yeah. So obviously we weren't going to throw anyone into the cage, and I'd grown up around animals, and I'd been on the show for a while, so I'd been around the trainer and helped them with the cats and everything like that there. So they're like, all right, Jansen's going to do that part for that. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So same thing. So I stumble in with the trainers in the cage off screen, but right between two of the lions. And then we leave the door open, and I'm supposed to like walk backwards, stumble in there, fall over. Now, a lion's instinct obviously is, you're going to run, they're going to chase you. They fall over, they're going to want to pounce on you. So in my head, I'm like, this is a bad idea.
He just wants to
Why the fuck are you
play.
doing this? But I had trust in the trainer, and I had trust in knowing that I was safe. I knew what I was doing as well.
Yeah.
So, stumbled in and straight away, flip over, make sure that they can see that I'm looking at them, and I'm like, okay, we're good. Get up, pick up the whip, and I like crack it again, and then I give them the cue of place, and then they all run onto their seats.
Nice.
And then that was literally it. We done one take of it because we didn't need to do another one.
Wow.
So I was like, sweet.
They didn't even
cool.
do one for like safety or anything.
No.
That would have been
Well,
the coolest moment to
here's
tell
a-
lions place.
Yeah.
And they do it. My dachshunds won't even do place.
Oh
for
look,
me.
I had a great time in South Africa. I actually got to work the lions and tigers in the show as well.
Oh, wow.
That was really, really cool. You know, it's something that I always wanted to do when I was a kid growing up, watching all of this. You know, but yeah, so that was really, really cool. That entire thing, and then it was like a year later, we finally get the release of the movie, and it's like there was one scene in there of the show and nothing else. Everything was cut. I was like, motherfuckers.
Aw.
Oh, that sucks.
I was so disappointed.
When you said you saw the movie, I was like, oh no,
Such
here we go.
is
yeah,
business.
I was disappointed. I didn't even watch the movie. I fast forwarded and I was like,
Where's
I
my
can't
bit?
because it wasn't even in English. It was all in
Yeah.
Indian. So I was
Yeah,
like subtitled, and I'm like, I can't do that. And fast forwarded to the scene of when they're in the circus, and basically all they done is they had the stunt double run to the circus. And then there's a shot fight, and then there's like we had to run with the animals beside the tent. So all the artists were there at the backstage, and then there was the trainer and myself and one other guy, and we had like a camel and a horse or something like that, and we ran with them as if we're being chased out.
Yep.
So there was that scene, and then there was the scene of me sliding down from the top of the tent down, and then that was it.
Oh,
So it was basically like he ran through, caused this giant chaos into the circus, and then just fucks off.
Runs out again.
You got Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
Just slap a sticker over your face. Oh.
That actually did
That's
happen to
kind of
me.
it, yeah.
No, in Germany, another show. So
Germany, be nice, goddammit.
my wife at the time and I, we'd just gotten our first contract for Germany, and so it's in this what he describes as a little village. And it was a population of 140,000. I was like, that's more than fucking Darwin, mate. And he goes, yeah, little village, little village. I was like, okay, cool, whatever.
Just
Europeans.
So we're in the village and we're looking around, and one of the buses goes by, and we see the poster with us on, and there's me on there, and my wife at the time are on there, and I'm like, oh, this is great, this is cool. But they fucking put me on this little part where the window's cut out, and I'm like, so you see the wheel, you see my feet, and it's literally my wife, the clown, the name of the show, me with no head. And I'm like, and I'd done the video. I'm like, I'm on a bus.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
I've still got the photo of it in my phone somewhere.
That's awesome. That's
It was
awesome.
the best.
I love it. And it's good that you can laugh about it.
Oh, look, you got to laugh about it. Like the amount of shit that's gone through on my life. Like even with my car and caravan,
Yeah.
I made a joke. Literally hung up from the phone from my mate, and because I had a big crack through my windscreen on it, I was like, "Oh, at least I don't need to get that fixed then."
You got to laugh or you cry.
I do,
honestly.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then me and my best mate, we just sat there for like 10 minutes just making jokes. He's like, "Hey, you can save money now and don't have to pay it off." And I'm like, "Perfect. I can save money on fuel too. I can just walk everywhere." Fuck it. So you
Get,
Well, you
get
had
an
a
electric
scooter.
I can get an electric scooter.
And then get it.
Oh,
stolen in an hour.
If anyone out there sees an electric scooter,
Yeah.
please.
Does it have any like
Distinguishable features?
Yeah.
2 wheels.
You didn't
handlebars.
stick a cool
It doesn't
sticker
turn
on
off
it?
either. No,
It doesn't turn
It doesn't
off.
turn off. So I had it on
there you
charge,
go.
and I don't know why it just wouldn't turn off. So the battery was on all fucking day yesterday.
They did you a favor. It was going to set on fire anyway.
Most likely, yeah.
Enjoy it.
If we hear about a fire in a certain part of town,
know
we'll,
what's
we'll
going
know where it's gone.
So,
Were you going to
yeah.
ask something?
Can
You
I
do have
ask
to
a
laugh.
quick little
Yeah.
question?
No, who
if
do
that's
you think you
okay. Just because you mentioned the animals, and I'm a big animal lover. And I've always kind of been curious about animals in the circus and stuff like that. Like, and since it's a family thing, growing up in it, like, did you have a lot of interaction with the animals growing up? Like, did you get to like play with baby animals, or
So
was
there's
it all
this-
the Beastmasters sort of job?
It was a bit of both. So obviously we weren't allowed to just go in and play with the elephants and
Well,
play
yeah,
with the
you can't
lions
just
and
play
everything
with
like
a
that.
lion.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, I wish
but,
I could.
We did have a lion
Danger
cub. We did have a lion cub that my cousins and I used to walk around on a leash and play with and stuff like
It's
that.
a baby.
baby.
Yeah, and it happens same as my cousin Circus Stardust. There's photos of my cousins sitting on the couch and they're like 4 and 5, and there's a friggin' lion cub just sitting there, and there's like hands on there, and he's got a bottle in his mouth, and he's just like patting the lion cub. It does happen, but obviously not anymore. So our circus, we don't have any animals anymore.
Yeah.
Other circuses have only got horses or dogs or goats and pigs and stuff like that. But yeah, so we had a lion cub growing up, horses and camels and everything like that. We've seen so many animals come and go over the years. But yeah, it was more of a thing of like publicity. So the lion cub would come out with us, we'd play around with it for photo shoots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then back into the trailer.
The enclosure, yeah.
Was it an adjustment, like having animals and then not having animals now?
Look, I'm not going to lie. I'm quite happy working on the show now without animals. Not for any reason apart from there's no smell and there's no shit in the ring.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Like
It's that easy.
The
Don't
amount
have to
of
worry
times,
about a lion pissing
exactly
on
the
you,
amount of
like-
times that you'd walk into the ring after an animal act and there'd be shit through the ring, or they've just pissed into the ring, and you're just like, come on, like God.
I mean, I
And-
get that all the time with my dogs.
Yeah, and then the smell, but also people hanging around.
So you've been to Genesis before then?
We are animals.
But yeah, also people hanging around. So, like everyone obviously wants to see the animals and, there's nothing wrong with that. But people would come in the middle of the night and try and get in with the fucking lions.
Oh my
Of course they would.
I'm not joking. You, the amount
Natural
of times.
selection.
Oh, mate.
I mean, people tried to
fucking
steal the
Darwin
Pygmy
Awards, at
Mom
least.
sets from Mogo.
It's true. Just chuck it in the pocket.
Okay, yeah, that I can understand.
I mean, I've always wanted a pocket monkey, and they are so cute.
A
But
punky.
They're just, they
A
fit like
punky,
a little
if you will.
thumb, like they're just
No,
little
so
They
guys.
are cute.
Monkeys-
They are cute.
We know
Monkeys
where
are assholes.
Monkeys,
Monkeys are
go on the
assholes.
rocket ship to the
Mama
sun.
sets. That's a whole nother story.
I've seen Planet of the Apes. I'm not fucking stupid.
Rocket ship to the sun.
So you've been to a few countries, as
Yep.
you said. Where have you, like, besides Australia, obviously? Where else? And what's your favorite country to go to perform in?
So my first international contract was South Africa, and I was there for 2 years, and it was probably one of my favorite places to visit. Like the country itself was absolutely beautiful. The people there were amazing. It's very much dangerous. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved it. But my caravan got broken into twice. Once while I was living in the fucking thing.
Jesus.
So the first time it got broken into, I was away having my shoulder operation. And
that sucks.
yeah, so my mate had just come home from having dinner with his wife, and he can see a light on in my caravan, and he's like gone over there, door's wide open, and he's gone into the door, and the two guys just jumped through the window and they like took off. But they had my washing basket that was full of, like, it had dirty clothes in there, and they just piled everything into it. But they left the fucking dirty clothes behind.
Assholes.
I was gonna say
They can
they're
at least do your
huffing.
laundry.
Yeah, no, but they took my TV, they took my PlayStation. No, the PlayStation they kept. The TV they took. The all my clothes were gone. There was
Except your dirty
a
ones.
heap of other stuff that they
They could have
took as
stole
well.
your dirty underwear and sold that shit online for
Right?
so much money.
Yeah.
They stole
I
the
agree.
sparkly pants.
Yeah.
My sparkly pants were gone.
God damn it.
And then the second time,
That's the saddest thing I've ever
oh
heard.
mate, yeah, it's been a run, that's for sure. The second time was the night before I was coming back to Australia. So I had packed all my bags. I sat them in the front because I'm like, I got to get up early in the morning and get in the car and go to the airport. So I was like, fuck it, I'll pack my bags tonight. Packed them up. I stuck them in the front at the front because I was like, I know that I'm right there. And then I was like, I'll pack everything else. And I was like, oh no, my carry-on bag I'll pack in the morning. So the carry-on bag, I was going to put all my money, or my passport, everything like that.
Yeah.
And I kept it in the cupboard. And I was like, oh, I'll do that in the morning. And my carry-on bag, I sat there because I was like, I'll fix that in the morning. And my girlfriend at the time, she woke me up. She's like, hey, I think there's somebody in the caravan. I was like, what? And I'm like, dazed and confused. So
Yeah.
I look up and I just see these two hands reaching through the door, grab my bag, and then jump out.
Oh my
And
goodness.
So I've jumped up out of bed. I was butt naked, mind you. I jump up out of bed and I'm running after these two guys. And, where we were shown was on top of a bit of a hill, and you had to run down, and then across the road was like an old railway yard.
Yeah.
And so they've run down into there. And they dropped one bag, which was my carry-on bag. No, it wasn't the carry-on bag. It was another bag. So they've dropped that, and I'm just chasing after these guys, and I'm like, fuck it, I stopped, turned around, ran and jumped in the car, started it up, and I plowed through the gates, and I was chasing these two down. I nearly hit one of them. The other one ducked and dove and then was gone. I stopped, reversed, couldn't see him.
It was a red
Could not
back.
see them. It was a fucking
It
red
was a
back.
red back.
It was a red back
It had
all
8
along.
legs and a red stripe.
So they took off with two of my bags.
Oh my god.
Which had my PlayStation in there with all my games, had all my costumes, my juggling equipment.
Oh,
Then the second bag had all my souvenirs and my clothes and all this sort of stuff. And the one that I got back, I think, was just another little bag that just had some extra clothes, and in my carry-on bag. So
Jesus
I was a light
Christ.
traveler coming home.
Yeah. At least
Lucky you didn't put all your money in everything.
That was the thing that I was so happy that I didn't do that. You know, sometimes when you just get a gut feeling about something, right?
Yeah.
And you just So that happened, and I was like, "Fuck me!"
Oh my God.
But yeah, so South Africa was, even though all of that happened, I had an amazing time over there. I met some lovely people. I'm
glad
and
that
still
there's-
really good friends with a lot of people too.
Oh,
Awesome.
And then Germany was amazing. Like Germany over Christmas time is phenomenal. I'd never seen snow before in my life.
Wow.
Like, okay, when I was 2, we went to like
Yeah,
Perisher
but that
or something.
doesn't
Yeah,
count.
that doesn't count.
You weren't a real person.
No, I
I was
wasn't a
like
real
a toddler
person
when I
then,
saw
you know?
snow.
So,
I've never seen it. Really.
every time I've gone over to Europe, I've just missed out on seeing snow.
Oh.
So I'm like, for fuck's sake. And this time here, my cousin and I, we're going to go on a 2-week vacation around Europe, and we're going to have a bit of fun, go see the circus festival that's overseas and stuff like that. And so we've planned it. We're like, you know what? Screw it. I've never seen snow before. We've got friends who are in Switzerland at the moment. Let's go to the Alps.
Mm-mm.
And so we're like, yep, fuck it, we'll do it. So we booked the tickets and everything like that. And the day that we were leaving Germany, we get on the train from where we were showing to go to the airport, and it starts snowing in that town. And I'm like, oh my God.
This is so cool.
I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, this is amazing. I was crying. Like I was so happy.
That's
It was
so
like,
cool.
this is amazing. So then we get to Switzerland, and we go up into the Alps, and I'm like playing in fresh snow, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. I'm having the time of my life. And we were only there for the day because we just went there specifically to go see our their friends that were there, to go skiing in the Alps and then nick off to France. And so we get to France, and then we go see a couple of shows and stuff like that, hang around, it starts snowing in France. And I'm like,
Wow.
oh,
It's
this
following
is
you.
so cool.
Yay.
And then my cousin leaves, he goes away. I stayed in France one more day, and then the next morning I get in the plane to go to England to go see my auntie and my cousins over there. And snowing as I get to the airport, I'm like, great, okay, cool. I go to Manchester, where my cousins and that are living, and while I'm in the house with them, it starts snowing in there.
Oh
And
my
they're
God.
like, this is like 2 weeks early, and I'm like, this is so cool. I go to the hotel at the airport, and it's snowing outside the hotel, and I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
Oh my
Starts
God.
snowing when I'm at the airport, and I'm like, this is so cool. And so I ended up getting snow at all of those places that I went to, and then I went back to Germany to grab the rest of my bags and fly home, and it was
Well,
just
now you've seen
beautiful.
all the snow.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Now you're like, I never want to see
Exactly.
snow again.
Crammed snow
No, I
into
want to do it again. I'm going back to Germany again this year, so I want
nice.
snow again.
You're like, yeah, better.
They better snow.
And then Amsterdam was really, really cool as well. I got to perform for the Royal Dutch family then.
Wow.
Yeah, so
there you go.
the theatre that we worked in is called the Carré Theatre, and it's like one of the most well-known theatres in the world for
Jeez.
circuses, theatres, musicals, everything like that. And when I got that contract, like so many people were just like, oh my God, like my grandparents had heard of it. They're like, oh, that's a beautiful theatre.
Mm.
And so I get to there, and this is the first time that I was working with these South American troops that I was with. And so there's 6 South Americans and then me, the white Australian guy. So they're advertising, from Colombia on the Wheel of Death, blah, blah, blah. And we're up in the green room in the top of the theatre, and this English girl comes up to me and she goes, are you the Australian guy? And I was like, yeah, I am. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing here with them? I was like, what do you mean? She goes, Australians don't come here, and they don't come with South Americans. She's like, you're like out of place. And I was
What's
like, oh, thanks. She
going
goes, no, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like, yeah, you're white.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I know. So,
I mean, I feel that way at family gatherings, surrounded by the South Americans.
but it
Lovely, I
was
love
funny because like we'd be performing, and because they're South Americans, so they do the hip thrusting dances and everything like that. And they said it to me. They're like, we're going to stop the wheel at this point here, and that's where you're going to do that. And I'm like,
You had to do the.
yeah. So I'm like, I'm a white male. I don't dance. I can't dance. I cannot move like that. And they're like, just do it, puppy. Just do it. Come on, do it. Just feel it. So I'm like, oh Christ. So the very first show, I'm like, yeah, and I'm like doing the hip rolls and everything like that. And I stop and I start doing that fucking stupid dance from what is it?
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite. I start doing the Fortnite dance.
I thought you were so cool.
No. They all start pissing themselves laughing. The audience just starts pissing themselves laughing. So I'm like,
They're like
I'm
Australians.
sticking with that.
Proof that
No,
they're
they
actors.
didn't know. They didn't know that I was Australian.
Well,
Oh,
That I was
okay.
Colombian.
Oh,
there you
okay.
go.
So that was
Just a
even
white
better.
Colombian.
Yeah.
I just thought you were
So-
being funny.
The first few shows, they're all like waiting for, because they're like, puppy, we need to do like the next trick and stuff like that. I'm like, oh shit, sorry. After the first 2 shows, they're like, we stop and we just watch you because we're watching what you're doing. They're like, we're loving it. It's
That's
good,
so
you know.
cool.
Then they're just like, they stop, and then I look at them, and they're like, hey, and then we all get into it. And it's like it was so good and so beautiful.
Oh, that's
and that was
awesome.
just like that evolution of performing, just like from doing
Growth and
something,
culture and
But also
stuff.
sharing cultures. Exactly
Love.
that.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely love
Yeah,
it.
and they were amazing to work with. They were an amazing crew to work with. Absolutely, like lovable. Like I couldn't understand a goddamn word they were saying, of course, and they couldn't understand me. But they could speak partial English, which is good.
Yeah.
So there was obviously the exchange there. But they were practical jokers and stuff too, you know. So
Love.
they weren't serious. It was always having a bit of fun and enjoying ourselves, and that was the amazing part about it. And that's what I love about having that troop dynamic as well. Is you can have fun, you can enjoy yourself. It's the same as here,
And
you
it
know?
translates as well, like seeing you all as like a cast or a group. You can see the interactions of you all through the stands or as you're handing things over. I'm like, these people fucking love each other.
Yeah.
And that, it's good. It's good to see because there's nothing worse than going to a show where like the host is a bit of a dick.
Disassociation from each other and stuff.
And
I
it's
hate
just
that,
like,
yeah.
oh, that
Yeah.
disconnect, that's yuck.
I'm not a fan of that either.
It's like, don't drag me into your family
No, that's
domestics.
exactly right. And that's the thing. We love each other, and we do hang out with each other, and we all have our own little things with each other and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So throughout the show, even Jojo the clown, you know, like I mess with him through the show all
Loved
the time,
it.
and so he. I got to stop doing this to him, but I keep calling him a Mexican, and he's not. He's Argentinian. No,
That happens to me.
We call
all
him
the fucking
Mexican.
time.
He's Uruguayan. He was introduced to me as the Mexican.
Love it.
So I had a
and
housemate.
we had friends that up until like 4 years ago still thought he was Mexican.
Wait. You're not Mexican?
I had a housemate who would always introduce me as he's Mexican, like he's cleaner
Yeah.
and blah
Yeah,
blah.
because he used to do the lawns and everything in the
Yeah.
house.
Because if not, Jesus Christ.
I clean.
Mr. Superman not here.
Or lemon pledge.
But yeah,
Cheers.
and ever since, and so he introduced me to a bunch of people like that. And yeah, until recently, a group of them still thought I was Mexican.
It's only like I do it because he reacts, and
Oh.
you know that's the Australian. That's how we are.
It's larrikins.
It's hilarious. Like,
Exactly, you know, like
Yeah.
I and
Your mother didn't like it very
I
much.
love him to death. Like he is such a nice guy.
Jojo was so
He's-
funny. I
he's
spoke
such a
to him
beautiful
bit
person.
at the bar.
Yeah.
Is he a
He's-
scary clown? I need to know before I
he's
see the
just
show.
a baby.
So he's not so much a clown in this.
Okay.
It's a comic.
He acts a
style.
clown.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he'd only ever done
Breathe.
circus clowning before,
Mm.
and so his uncle has a circus down in Melbourne, but he's from Argentina.
Mm.
So he's not from Australia with the sense of our culture or our comedy or anything like that, and he'd never done adult style comedy before. So when he got to here, it was a little bit hesitant at first, but now that he's sort of getting into it more, it's great, you know, and he's doing so well. But yeah, so back to what I was saying is I mess with him throughout the show all the time, you know, like when we're doing the knife gag, you know, like I'll say stuff to him because, you know, for like him trying to get his visa and like doing all the paperwork and stuff like that, I just shout out, hey, if you want a visa, you'll stand on the fucking board. Shit like that, you know?
Just don't call him Uruguayan. He might not like it.
Yeah. No, but, and that's the thing. Like you mess with each other for the fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the comedy handstand act that we do together, you know, where we come in for that one. So me and the other guy who done the wheel with me, we used to do that, and he was the bass and I was the top.
Mm.
So I'd go up into the air and I'd come back down and I'd grab him and I'd just like give him a kiss on the lips. Or anything. That's my cousin's wife, my cousin's husband. So I'm fucking with him, you know. And I'll like there's a part where he's like because it's a comedy act obviously,
Yeah.
But there's a part where he's like straddled over top of my face. I'm laying on the ground like this, and I reach my hands up into his shorts, and like I start tickling him, and I'll open him up and I'll start blowing him there and stuff. And I'm doing it to mess with him. And he goes,
I
"Oh, stop that." I said, "Mess with me back." He goes, "No, because then you're going to mess with me more." I was like, "Yes, that's the point."
Bring it on. Mutually assured. I love it. All right. So we have one more question and we have run a bit over time, but that's
Sorry
fine.
about
No, that's so
That's
fine.
fine.
I'm
No, this is
having
so
a
fun.
blast.
I mean, if I knew you had
Um,
an Argentinian in your troop earlier, I would have kicked you out ages ago. But it's cool.
All right. So
Yeah, I
lucky
know the
last.
Mexicans don't like the Argentinians.
Fair. Touche, sir. Touche.
Touche. It's because one of them is good at sports and one of them isn't.
The whole Uruguay Argentina Chile thing.
And another one
it-
wouldn't.
And the other ones are wooden. Oh, but
You stumped me there.
but would you play sports if you could?
Would you?
Would you? God no. Jesus.
Oh, look,
I'm
he
the
used to
most-
love hockey.
I'm the most uncoordinated South American you'll ever meet. In your
I
entire
think
life.
it's hilarious that Nery is our resident Wood from the belly button down Adam Sandler impersonator. That's just great. It's fantastic. If Adam Sandler was Mexican, it'd be Nery.
That's my
You doing
man.
Adam Sandler impersonation?
No, not anymore. I used to.
Oh.
I
Used to.
retired.
He just looks like him.
So many people are
When
just
I-
like, he looks like Adam Sandler.
When I cut my hair, like shave it, I look like Adam Sandler. Like I have a naked.
And
I can
he
see it
wears
now that
hockey
you say
jerseys
that.
a lot.
And
I kind of want to see it. I kind of want to.
Well, next time you come, I'll freshen it up.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Shit, I don't know that much stuff.
All right. So, lucky last question. And then we'll get on to you promoting your show and
Sounds
tell us
Yeah.
where you're going to go so we can stalk you.
Perfect.
And how to find you and stuff.
Yeah.
Social
All right.
media
So that we
wise,
can
not
steal the
personal.
Spider
so, we
pants.
can, so we can go.
I was going to say the big blue van right at the back.
You see another 2 pair of hands in your caravan, you bring your feed bags.
All right. You bear all your skills for the show, allegedly. So, what is a secret talent you have that not many people know that you have?
I actually don't think I have any secret talents.
Oh. You
Actually,
just-
okay, I lie. I have a talent of turning wives gay. But-
You're like the reverse Liza Minnelli.
That's my secret talent, but everyone knows that. So it
Our
doesn't really
community
matter.
thanks you for the contribution you've made.
Thank
My
you
goal
for
is-
giving us more lesbians.
My goal is to turn one back.
That's always the way.
Good luck.
Oh yeah, no, it's funny because I absolutely love Friends, like the TV show Friends. Like it got me through my last divorce.
Yep.
And it's really funny because if you know the whole story of Ross and you know how he's had 2 marriages, one to a lesbian, he's got the kid with the lesbian. That is exactly my life.
Oh.
I've been married twice.
You're a paleontologist?
Yeah, apart from that, but I do love digging up the past. Don't worry. So, my son I have with my ex, and we separated during COVID, and because she was a lesbian. So that whole time, I was in self-isolation and everything like that, and just watching Friends, rewatching Friends. And it actually helped me get through a lot of it because we're going through, obviously, everyone was suffering with COVID. And then to top it all off was with that as well. And then my only solace is performing when I'm in that sort of a thing. And we weren't even
not doing
So,
that.
it was hard. So watching Friends was really helping me with that. And it helped me so much. I ended up getting the logo tattooed on my
Oh, good
on
job.
my arm.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. So my life is literally Ross. So yes, in terms of hidden
Something
talents or
people
anything like
don't
that, I really don't have any. I'm pretty open with my life. I'm extremely shy when it comes to
Really?
talking to women. No, when it comes to talking to women, I'm very
In case
shy.
they're lesbians.
It's because you got so
Exactly.
much hair on your top lip, you felt comfortable talking to
I
you.
got rid of that the other night.
Illy.
I give off a lot of masculine energy.
Well, I mean, look, I guess the thing that you
someone's gotta
could
do it,
say,
Right?
I guess,
That one's straight, by the way.
I was gonna
that
say,
one's mine.
I was gonna say she does wear the pants in the marriage.
it's because
I
there's
have
wood in
turned
most
men gay,
I was going to
though.
say it's because he's hard all the time, right?
Got him. Yeah, so I guess you could say something that people don't know about you is that you're a Friends madman,
I
a big
right.
Friends fan.
Yes, but same thing. Like a lot of my Instagram followers and stuff know that because I'm constantly putting up references, and I've got 2 plates that says Joey doesn't share food. Like I mean, come
Fair.
I love it.
on.
Neither does Lucy.
Don't fuck with Lucy's nuggets.
I love cooking. So that is.
I love
that is-
eating. So
Oh, same here.
there you go.
I absolutely love cooking. So I did say earlier, I do have a spice channel on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, we had to talk about that so that
I
our
completely
listeners
forgot
can get
about that.
there.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's called Jansen _Grant VIP.
Ooh.
Is that your only Instagram, or do you have?
I've got Wheel of Death 88 is my main. Cool. That's my main account, and then the one that I created for this one was Jansen Grant VIP. And I say Spice Channel, and I mean that in every literal sense of the word.
Wait, so it's spicy, but it's also neurospicy, and it's also
all cooking.
It's just cooking.
spicy.
So
Get your mind out of the gutter.
It's cooking, but it's just the apron.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So it's like
You're
it's
kidding
like,
me.
It's like no shirt with the pants, but like the fly open, and I'm like, but it's all comedy. This is the best thing about it. Is like. So I started it because I'm like, you know what? I want to fuck with people. I want to see, because so many people keep saying, when you drop an OnlyFans, when you drop an OnlyFans. And I'm like, I am way too shy for that. So I'm going to do this instead. And I made it that you had to go on there and follow it, but I had to accept it so I could see
Who's accepting?
who's accepting.
Yeah.
And it was the funniest fucking thing because it was obvious. It was talked about through every circus in Australia when everyone found out about it. And like I said, I say Spice Channel and I mean every little thing about it. The very first photo that you see on there is just a lineup of like cumin and paprika and all this, that, and the other. And I'm like, welcome to my Spice Channel.
It's like the only funerals goth girl with the hearse. I love that.
that.
Love.
So and so every post, I have rules with it. It's like every post has to have, every photo has to have spices in there in the photo itself.
Nice.
Yep.
I have to be wearing no shirt. Doesn't matter, like the pants. I always wear pants or underwear.
Yeah.
Like I never go naked because it's not for that.
Yeah.
It also
It's for
has
the
to have
spices.
a pun.
Yeah,
in
we're
the,
there
in the
for
thing as
food.
well. The whole thing has to be comically cringe.
This is so dad coded.
It
I love
really
it.
is.
That's
It's,
great.
and that's the thing. So I made it for that. And then it was funny because watching the people who started to follow, within the first day I had like 340 followers following it.
Damn.
And there was a few people that I knew, but then I knew everyone was getting onto there and being like, oh, you have to follow it. No, I'm not doing that. No. And then there was people who followed it who I'm just like, you shouldn't be following this, you cheeky thing.
Naughty.
So people who
Like
add
the
the
backdoor
thing.
tapper.
Yeah, that backdoor tapper. Fuck. If you're out there, please contact me. No.
I did. You're here. It was me all along.
That's a woman you
So
can't
I'd
turn
message.
lesbian.
There we go.
There you go.
I would message the ones who I knew who would actually like follow it and have a laugh and stuff. I would message them and I would do the standard welcome to my Spice Channel, here to taste my meat, wink, and it's like real cringe shit like that for the sake of the comedy. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, oh my God, I would never ever do that on my actual page because I'm like, that is fucking stupid. But for this page here, the whole
People know what
point
they're
of it,
getting into.
exactly, yeah. But the whole point of that is for that. So people would be like, oh my God, what the hell is this VIP channel? And I'd be like, go on there and add it. And they'd be like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, trust me. Go on there and add it. And they'll add it. And then I'll message them and they'll just start pissing themselves laughing. But I've also had
Are you
people-
adding it right now?
Welcome to my Spice Channel. Careful, things might get a bit hot. Personalized content on request. Winky face.
Lucy-Furr has requested to follow you. All right, I'm gonna accept it, and you're going to see
Let's
it straight
go.
up. I'm gonna follow you back. So
let's
I've just
go.
accepted you.
It's happening live, people.
Oh my God, look at your meat.
Oh wait, wrong page. Sorry.
Hammering with the bros. Well, there you go.
Is the meat getting smoked?
Well, there's definitely spices. I have a very white people palate, so I don't need a lot of spices. So I can absorb it with my eyes.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Nery, you're all about the spices.
Here. Oh my God, imagine not letting the Mexican look at the spices. It's like,
You follow so many wrestlers. You've got enough abs on your feed. You can add another one. It's fine.
he has more naked men on his Instagram than I do.
I went
and I'm friends with porn stars.
early on. I was like, we were both going through our Instagrams, and I look over his, and it's like shirtless man, and I've just got tits and ass because cosplayers. So
Yeah.
tits and ass. It was
Cosplay's the future.
completely-
Come on.
I know. I'm a cosplay queen. I know.
Jeez. So, for ADHD,
Oh, here we
for
go.
ADHD is in a room. Bam.
Oh my
Talking
God!
about
Right?
spice.
This is so good.
So,
Oh, look, a cat.
before we do wrap up, because sadly we do need to bring it to an end,
Aw.
where are your next shows? So you have 2 left in Nara?
Yeah, we'll have 2 on the Friday, one on the Friday, one on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday night will be our last one. Then we're packing up, and then we're going across to Mossvale, and then we'll be there for I think 3 weeks. and then we're down into Shell Harbour straight after that.
Damn.
And we'll be there for a month. And then we'll finish up in Bulli, I believe.
Oh,
Bulli is
fun.
going to be the closest that we're going to get to Wollongong, unfortunately.
Yep.
It's very hard for us with the adult content
fuck
and stuff
you,
to get the
Wollongong.
grounds that we want. So we have to try and get as close to these as possible. And Bulli is going to be the closest one that we can get to Wollongong.
There you
So
go.
if you're in the area, come check us out.
Do it. Honestly, I've seen it twice, and I'm probably gonna want to go back and see it
Come
another
back
like
anytime, guys.
third
You
or
guys are welcome.
fourth
Yeah,
time.
definitely, yeah.
But yeah, so your last 2 shows in Nery will be the 12th and the 13th of September.
If you say
Sounds
so, yeah.
correct.
Numbers.
Dude,
That's how it feels, yeah.
I rock up and I'm like, hey, what day is it? And they're like, oh, Thursday. And I'm like, okay, do we show tonight? And they're like, no. And I'm like, cool, see you tomorrow.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, basically, I have no concept of time or date or anything like that. I
Same.
honestly thought today was Tuesday.
Wait, today's not Tuesday?
It's, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's Tuesday somewhere.
If it's
I've
Tuesday,
lost it.
I'd be at rehearsals right now. No.
But yeah, so we're going up. So tomorrow's Thursday, so we're going to be billing for the next couple of towns and stuff like that, and then we show again on the Friday. So we've got a couple of days off. But I lose track of time and days so bad. I mean, when it was the family show, we'd do a afternoon show on a Saturday and a morning show on a Sunday. So you're like, oh, it's a morning show. Oh, sweet, it's Sunday.
Sunday,
That's
yeah.
cool. Here, I have no fucking
No
clue.
structure.
How long have you guys been adults only?
This is the 8th year, I think it is now.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been going for a few years now. They started off in Perth, and then they were just doing I think it was like 3 weeks or 4 weeks with it, and they extended it to be 6 or 7 weeks because it was just sold out shows.
Wow.
People loved it. Then they moved to Adelaide, and they're like, oh, we'll go to Adelaide, we'll try it out there, and then we'll go from there.
Bonkers.
And it's just toured since.
Love
You
it.
know,
Well,
it's
my smut slut boss told me about you guys, so
nice.
Smut slut boss.
that's literally
Honestly,
I
her
love that.
ringtone. Her
Well, there you
ringtone is
go.
smut slut.
That's a review and a half. I went with my friend on the opening night, and she's like, "Geez, I'm pretty sure everyone with a uterus has left pregnant." I'm like, "It's true. It's
I mean,
pretty
if they want to.
pretty spicy."
Good one, yeah. Hey, the only turn them when I marry them.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
So you're all safe. It's all right. Or are you?
All right. Well, that has been You Dumb Bitch with me, Lucy-Furr, Nery, the producer, and Jansen from Infamous the Show.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you for
It's been
coming.
good. No, I'll come again if you want me to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do love a man who can come twice.
And probably would if you had the sparkling pants.
Oh,
So-
shut up.
I got him in the car. I'll be back.
It could have been his brother. We don't know.
Do it.
Definitely
Go
wasn't
see
my
the
brother.
show.
I know that. He's ugly.
So where can people find you on the socials and the
Yeah, so Infamous the Show on Instagram and Facebook. You get on there, you can follow us, and if you get a chance to like and share,
Do it.
please do it. Like, leave us a review, even if you've seen the show. Word of mouth is one of our biggest forms of advertising, because you can go along and see 1,000,001 posters on the side of the road, or pick up a flyer and you're like, yeah, cool. But you hear people talking about how good it was, and then you're like, oh shit, this must be good, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely, let your friends know, share us on your socials and stuff like that. And come check us out. Like, I promise you will have a good time.
And you might even come in your seat. So
Well,
Or get to
we've
knock on
had
the back
stories
door.
of people
I
doing
know I
that
did.
in the city.
I did.
Okay, story time. Last one. Okay.
All right. bonus end of episode story. Let's go.
So
Buckle
we
in.
got-
Seatbelts. Boom.
we got a review from a lady a few towns ago, and she was like, "Look, the show was absolutely amazing. We loved it. Unfortunately, we got a little uncomfortable in the show because there was a couple who were sitting behind us who were enjoying the show a little too much." She goes, "The only reason that I found out is she put her foot on the back of my seat." I just kicked the microphone. She put her foot on the back of my seat while her boyfriend was using a couple of fingers on her.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh my
she started to
God.
have an orgasm and kick the seat with the lady.
Oh
that was
my
on there.
god!
And yeah, so
To the
she
rhythm.
was
Bump,
really
bump, bump.
enjoying it. They were, and apparently throughout the whole show, they were like making out and like you know, like
Who
all
spends
over
that
each
much
other.
money just to make out with
Oh
your
no,
partner?
I've seen it. It's happened so many times.
I mean,
It is
listen,
insane.
I'm just glad that I went with my straight female friend because we probably would have been that couple. It's wild.
That's like with the 50 Shades of Grey like movies and the movie people finding cucumbers in the seats afterwards. Like,
Oh,
Ladies,
that's
oh my God, women are wild.
That's
right?
crazy. What a
Disgusting.
story.
Calm down.
That's yeah.
Have
that was
a-
a fun little bonus.
Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you.